What a guy, Sam King. Sam King, what a guy. I think he's going to go out there and shock the world. Training with Hamza Shiraz, training with Denzel Bentley, doing rounds with Linus Udofia. But he would not be potentially where he is without this man here. The next guest we've got coming on, because we're reeling him off now, the strength and conditioning enthusiast, Reece Cooper. Just the all-out boy. Reece, how you doing?
I'm good. When I was waiting, like it said backstage, I was waiting. I was hoping that I'd be on the stream as well. I was shouting, "The knockout is coming! Believe that."
You can't. Obviously, we were filming a bit the other day, but he don't like talking about trying to go out there and get the knockout.
Yeah, I know, man. Like,
he's a shy guy. He's a very confident guy, but he don't like.
Yeah.
He don't want to.
He's the opposite of me, bruv. I'm saying I'm coming for it all. I'm taking everyone. but the thing is, he's so talented, man. Like, he keeps his head down. He's consistent as fuck. Like, as an athlete, as a competitor, you need to be on job constantly, and he is always on job. So, bro,
How's he compared? How's he compared in his first sessions compared to the other athletes you've had in there? Like, as an athlete,
as an athlete, he's probably the best. Like, probably the best I saw from my like initial assessment with him. He was like the most complete athlete I worked with. I've worked with so far. So yeah, I was super impressed in our first session, and I've been super impressed since. Yeah, he's got all the attributes to be world class, mate. So.
What's his best attribute? I don't want to blow. If he's still listening, I don't want to blow his trumpet too much. But is it his power? Because I've heard a lot of people who've sparred with him said he's a freak. Like, when it comes to power, he's a strong boy. Is it his speed? What is it?
He's very explosive, like very fast. He just moves very well. Like, he hasn't had loads of strength and conditioning work, but he picks things up very, very quickly. Like, it's just. You don't have to teach him an awful lot. It's just he picks it up very quick. Like, that's like being very teachable is like a big thing, and he's very, very teachable. And obviously, like, he's got all the athleticism to go with it. So yeah.
So what you just said is, put this on the ticker. Reece Cooper just said the boys have got themselves another champ. We're gonna have another world champion coming to the ranks.
The mad thing is, yeah, in Luton and the surrounding areas, there is so much talent, bro. So much. It's crazy. Like, I could see us having multiple top level fighters come out of it. Like, and so many of them are dogs as well. Like, Jordan Reynolds, good example. He's just a dog, bruv. The geezer won't stop. If you've got a good mindset in this game, you can kill it. As long as your head is solid and you have a good team, you'll kill it. As simple as that. You just got to be willing to put the graft in, do the hard miles, do the shit that no one else wants to do, and you'll make it, bro.
Yeah, we'll touch on a few of the other fighters you work with before we go into anything that you've got coming up and stuff like that. Obviously, you were there for the Jordan Reynolds Matt McCallum fight. Yeah. What was your assessment of Jordan? Did he perform how he should have, but he got the job done? Like, what was your actual assessment?
My assessment was that he could have made it an easier night for himself. That was my assessment. I still think he won comfortably. Like, even watching it back, I think it was more comfortable than I thought it was when I watched it on the night. But when he was just boxing, mate, it was light work. But mate, he just loves to. Jordan's one of them guys, isn't it? He just loves to make it a bit of a scrap. Like, it's entertaining as fuck. You got to say that. But he could have made his life so much easier, man.
He loves to go out there for like a pub brawl.
Mate, he just, like, if he gets hit, he's like, oh, I'm getting that back. Do you know what I mean? I need to get that back. I'm like, look, I love watching it, but at the same time, I'm like, bro, this guy's not on your level. Make him look like he's not on your level. And when, like, I think it was like round 2 to round 6, like, he literally made him look silly, in my opinion. Like, as soon as he started just controlling distance, step into his left, like, Matt he only really has straight punches. He didn't have a right hook in him. So if you just keep stepping to your left, he was getting away from everything. So yeah, I don't know. It's look, at the end of the day, one thing you got to say about Jordan is he's gone from being an amateur, went straight into 6-rounders, and in his 6th fight, he was fighting a 10-rounder for an English title eliminator. Like it's a big, like they're big leaps he's taking. Do you know what I mean? Like find me someone else who's doing shit like that.
Yeah,
6'5" Tim.
he's game. He's
Yeah,
game.
man.
But is
He's a
he?
gamer.
But is he too? Like, I know you can't be too game, but is he too game? Like, I know he's an older fighter. He's had a lot of injuries. He's had a few setbacks.
Yeah.
Is he? Does he try and like jump before he's walking, sort of thing?
I don't know. Look, that isn't really for us to say. The only people that know that is Tony and him. And if he's saying he's ready, I'm saying let's go.
Yeah, Reece Cooper's the boy. He's the boy. That's
I'm
what you
saying
need.
let's go.
You got to get the boy in because he's not telling you. He's not creeping in them little doubts in your head. He's not saying.
Nah.
He's not saying like, oh, do you know what? Don't do it. Don't take the jump. You're saying no. If you're ready, let's fucking take it.
I'm saying if you don't think like a winner, then you will not be a winner. Simple as that.
Just get me yoked.
That mindset has to be built into you. I'm the best at everything. Look, if you lose, it is what it is. But as long as you tried your best, as long as you've given it your all, that's all you can fucking do. Everyone loses, man. Who gives a fuck? Give it everything. Believe you can do anything. And you will. Everyone's going to doubt you until you fucking prove them wrong. Do you know what I mean? No one's going to believe in you more than you believe in yourself. So fuck it, man. If they're telling me they can do it, I'm saying, cool, you can do it. Let's go.
Have you always had this sort of mindset, or is this something you've adapted like from getting older, or have you always just had this mindset?
Do you know, I've always been a competitor myself. Like ask anyone who knows me, I'm mad competitive. I feel like I sort of lost it a little bit, like when I sort of left school, got into work and shit. Then I started doing CrossFit again, and then I started competing in CrossFit, and I was like, rah, I've missed this. Do you know, mate? I just love to win. Fucking hell! Again, I don't care if I lose if I try my best. But I even at CrossFit, I've only been doing it a year and a half, 2 years. I'm there thinking, mate, I can go to the CrossFit Games. That's how I'm thinking, bro. I actually am. I'm not. I don't no banter. That's how I think. I just want to win. I fucking hate being shit at things. I fucking hate it with passion. And I want all my guys to think like that. Everyone that trains with me, I want you to think we can do anything. And if we put our heads down, we put our plan together, and we stick to it, mate, we'll make it happen. 100%. Delusional confidence is the only way to go, man.
Yeah, but it's not a bad thing to have.
Nah, man.
It's not a bad because
It's the only way you can win. Look, if you think that you can't do something, then trust me, you will not do it. But if you believe you can, then there's a chance you will.
Yeah, you give yourself that edge. Don't take that last 1% from yourself. Give it to yourself.
That's it, man. 100%.
Obviously you're with another fighter, Tycee Gallagher. She's got a mega fight. She's the Commonwealth champ. She's got the world title fight, the WBO world title in France coming up. How excited are you for that?
Mate, oh fucking hell. I cannot wait, bro. Honestly, if you're gonna bet your house on anything, bet your house on Tycee Gallagher being a world champion. Honestly, I've never been more sure of anything in my life.
Mike's put that in the ticker. Reece Cooper says, bet your house on Tycee Gallagher.
Yeah, remortgage that shit, bet the house on it. 100%.
Come on.
So yeah, man. Look, Tycee's one of the fighters I've been working with the longest time. So when I become a S&C coach, I started working with Chunky, Michael Devine. So he's how I got into S&C. And then he introduced me to Frankie and Tycee. So it's like they've been there from day one for me. Do you know what I mean? Like I've never been more invested in two people when it comes to the thing that I love than I am in Tycee and Frankie. And yeah, mate, I just can't wait for that 24th of November when she fucking gets that belt wrapped around her waist. And I can just go in that ring, give her a hug and go, let's fucking go on to the next one.
Yeah, because obviously in the when she won the Commonwealth, like big, I wouldn't even say a step up for her, but maybe it's like it needed to happen, like that sort of fight after the Nina Hughes loss, like that fight needed to happen when it did. Mate, she performed like punch perfect. What was your thoughts and emotions after that fight? Obviously, we see you in the ring, just kind of looking around like a happy puppy in there.
Mate, I was, mate. It's like the thing is, like, even though I'm not in there, it's like it feels like I am almost. You know what I mean? It's like it's not me fighting, but it's like like I say, I'm just so invested in the people that I work with. I love all the guys I work with. I want all of them to win. So when Tycee wins, I feel like I win, man. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's a weird one. Every little win for her is a little win for me. Anytime she gets to tell me good news, I'm buzzing about it. Do you know what I mean? Same with Frankie. like I don't know if I'm actually if I'm meant to say this, but Frankie the other day he called me and told me that he quit his job. I've said it now, so it is what it is, isn't
No, yeah. Say
so
it, say it.
so Frankie
Break
told
the
me.
news.
Yeah. So Frankie, mate, sorry if I'm spilling the beans, but fuck it. I was just very excited when he told me. So basically, he called me up saying 6 months ago or however long ago it was, you said to me, I can't wait for the day that you can call me and say that I've quit my job. And then he said to me on the phone, well, today's the day. And I was there celebrating, bro. Like all he's done is quit his job, but he can like focus on boxing full time. But bro, I want that for him. Yeah, focus on it because like you're working 12 like 10 hours a day, 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours a day, and it's like and you're still doing as well as you are at a boxing. Imagine how good you'll be if that is all you do. That's all you focus on, bro. You'll fucking kill it. Like when it comes to like boxing ability, I like not that I'm a fucking boxing savant or anything, but Frankie just has it. That special something. He moves like a little wizard. I fucking love watching him. Do you know what I mean? And if he puts it all into that, he'll get it all. So yeah.
Do you think it comes a time for a fighter like they can only get so far with like so obviously like you touched on Frankie there with he's obviously he was doing a physical job, then he's coming to do he might only get one session in a week with you because the job's
Yeah.
so physical. Do you think it always gets to a stage where you can't get to the next level with having that baggage attached to you?
I think so, yeah, man. Because look, it's not even again like with the stuff he does with me is the least important stuff. But it's like if he's going to a boxing session with Tony and he's fatigued from the day, it's like he's not going to adapt the same way he would adapt if he was fresh. So it's like it takes longer. The process is longer. His battery is being drained more and more and more. It's like it all has a knock-on effect. Yeah, obviously it affects his sessions with me, but bro, it affects the boxing. That is the thing. Like that has to be first. If you want to be a boxer, boxing has to be first. Simple as that. If it's secondary because you've got to go to work every day to pay your bills, you're a normal human being. We all have to pay our bills. But mate, sometimes it's worth taking the hit now to get the glory later. Do you know what I mean?
100%. And I think I had similar conversations with him as well when we done the doc, where I was like, look, obviously, I don't know. I've never pushed myself to that sort of limit in training. So it's hard for me to say anything to him. But I'm just like, look, from the outside looking in, you rarely see it that a fighter goes on to win a world championship or even a British title with working on site and training. Like, I was like, look, you look at, obviously, you got to, like, Razor's one of your training partners. He's doing 2 sessions a day, every day. He's not working. Like, you're going to come up against these competitions where for these people, it is everything. And for you, it's only half. So don't regret it, sort of thing when you're done.
100%. 100%.
And like you said, Frankie's just got it, like movement wise. Like there's no one, especially in Luton and hardly even in the boxing, no one really like he moves. I've not seen anyone really move like him.
It's fucked up. I love it, bruv.
I've not seen it.
Like I'm like I like people. I like good movers, like a Lomachenko. Them sort of vibe. I'm not saying Frankie's Lomachenko, but he like gives me them. You know the footwork, the little stepping around, working the body, working upstairs. Like you don't know what's coming next. Like when you've got that not a lot of people have, bro. If you're working a normal job, you're a fucking spastic.
Yeah.
Go and do the thing that you're meant to do. You are a boxer. Go and box, bruv. Go and do that.
No, 100%. I'm with you, and that's good that you get so juiced up for your guys. But that's one of the things all the guys say about you, especially when we do the recording. That they're all like, "There's no one more enthusiastic than Reece Cooper." Like they want to be around you.
Good man. I'm
your energy is infectious.
That's what I'm here for.
That like, does that make you feel good when like the people you've got around you, like high level athletes who have been around dogs their whole life, as saying like, yeah, he's one of the most enthusiastic guys that are about.
Bro, that's my job. If I can't get you hyped up for the session you're doing with me or potentially what's going to happen in your future, then what the fuck am I doing? Honestly, what am I doing? That's my job. You're meant to come to a session with me and leave thinking, fucking come on. I've ticked my box. I'm improving. Like that's how I want you to think all the time. I want you to be like I'm saying it all the time. You have to think like a winner. And if you don't leave my gym thinking you're a winner, then I've fucked up. Simple as that.
100%. I know you got some big things coming up with yourself. We've touched on before.
Mm.
Is there anything you need to announce? Is there any big things coming up with you that people need to see or need to keep an eye out on?
So yeah, so I've put up a couple posts about it recently. So I'm going to be collaborating with Paolo in Bedford. So, like, if you've watched the pod before, you would have seen Dan McGowan on here, and Paolo is essentially his strength and conditioning coach. He's an absolute legend of a bloke. And our thinking when it comes to strength and conditioning is very much along the same tracks. And obviously, we're quite local to each other, and we just want to build a big community of fighters, man. We both love combat sports, and we both love combat sports strength and conditioning. We want to be the face of combat sports strength and conditioning locally. So we're just trying to build that. And over the next month or two, the plan is to start running some classes as like an introduction to strength and conditioning, starting off in Bedford initially. We're trying to sort out a venue for it at the minute, and it's just going to be a way for local combat sports guys to get an introduction to strength and conditioning, speed work, so sprint work, plyometrics, that sort of stuff, so they get an idea of the benefits that they can get from strength and conditioning. Like, the earlier you can start, the better. As long as you've got a good structured program, you can see a big difference. Like I say, your sport is always the most important thing, but it's the extra 1-2% that's going to make the difference. The stuff that you're doing that other fighters are not doing, that's the shit that's going to make a difference. And we're trying to provide the platform for you to do that. So yeah, the plan is to start them classes in Bedford over the next month or so. So we just got to sort out a venue first, basically, and then once we've got it up and running in Bedford, the plan is to bring it to Luton too. Like, in terms of like plans, bro, I've got big plans, big plans. Like, I'm trying to fucking take over the world, mate. Do you know what? Do you know what it is? Yeah, you asked me a question last time I was on here, and I didn't have a proper answer for it, and it fucking pissed me off. Honestly, I was fuming. The question you asked me was, what do you want to be remembered for? And I said, helping people and all this bollocks. That's not true. What I want to be remembered for is being the best in the world. That's what I want to be remembered for. Like, I'm not an athlete, but I work with athletes. I work with people that want to be the best. And if I'm not striving to be the best at what I do, like, how can I expect the people that are under me or working with me to become the best? Like, I need to be the best in the world at what I do. And that's my plan, man. Like, I want to build, like, my long-term plan is to build a performance center for athletes, and my speciality is obviously combat sport. So I want to, like, over the next 5 years or however long it takes, with my team, my sister, Scotty Hills and Hallie Hills. Like, I work at Hills Physical Developments at the minute. Like, I want to build a performance center that focuses on that. Like, bring in like scientific data to sport. I want us to do our own data collection. I want us to do VO2 max testing. I want us to do lactate testing. I want us to be setting the standard for other combat sports S&C coaches. I want to do seminars. I want to do it all, bro. Like I say, I want to be the face of combat sports strength and conditioning. Because if I'm not trying to be the best, then what's the point, bruv? Like I say, I'm a competitor. I want to win at everything, and I want all my guys to win at everything. So I have to take that step as well. Do you know what I mean?
That's a
So
brilliant
yeah,
message, man. That's a brilliant message. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's almost hard when you rub shoulders with them type of people to do less. Like, the only way is up.
bro, 100%. Like working with athletes is what gets me up in the morning, mate. Like, my days now are pretty much I work with athletes every day, and I couldn't be more happy. I was a personal trainer, like, working with everyday people, and that's fine, but it's just not me. That ain't me. I don't give a shit if you want to look better to go Ibiza. I couldn't give a bollocks, mate. I couldn't. I just don't care about that. I want people who want to perform better, who want to be better at their sport. That's what I want. Because when I train, it's got nothing to do with how I look. It's like, what am I lifting? Has my technique improved? Like, how have I improved? Like, I think if you look at training that way, you will always it will always pay dividends. That's one of the reasons I like it. I bring it up all the time. I love CrossFit. I love my team at CrossFit Luton's. A big shout out to CrossFit Luton. If anyone wants to try out CrossFit Luton's a place to go. 100%, the best team in the world. And like, going there, like, that made me realize what I was missing, like competing. Like, and I look way better now than I did when I started CrossFit, and not because I've been focusing on my diet or anything like that. just because I've been training consistently and I've been getting stronger. I've been lifting heavier. All my skills have got better. Like I've just been focusing on my performance. And when you work with athletes, they're focusing on their performance. And guess what? All those guys that focus on that stuff and they're consistent, they always look better. It just comes with it. It's part of the package. So if your focus is want to look better for holiday, look, there's a million PTs in the world that can help you with that. But if you want to be better, like as a person, you want to perform better, you want to move better, you want to live better, then you need someone who talks like this. You need someone who's gonna show you how to live a better life, not just get a six pack for a holiday. Fucking hell, the six pack comes when you have the lifestyle in place. You've got to live a
Yeah,
certain way. You've got to live a certain way to look a certain way. The
hundred
look just
percent.
comes with it. That's secondary.
So with this, with like a performance center, are you just focusing on combat sports athletes, or would you have potentially footballers in there, rugby players, all of these sorts of people? Is it just
So
combat sports?
so for me, I want to work with combat sports athletes. But like Scotty's a strength and conditioning coach as well, and he's like a former rugby player. So rugby is looking like it's going to be his field. Look, we want to work with athletes in general. We don't care who it is. I'm just saying, me personally, my goal is to work with combat sports athletes because that's just what I love, man. I get the buzz from working with fighters. I like being around like rugged fucking geezers who like getting punched in the face. Geezers and girls who like, do you know what I mean?
Pe-
I like being
People that
around
are,
nutters, basically. Give me
yeah,
a bit of that.
people that are a few sandwiches short of a picnic.
Mate, yeah, man. If you're a savage, I want to be around you. That's because I want that. I just want that around my life. Like, if you've got a savage mentality, that's what I want around me all day long, every day. Because
That
otherwise,
is, yeah,
I feel like I'm floating in the wind, like I'm a little fairy. Fuck that.
yeah.
I want to feel
What
like a beast always.
you might have mentioned it, but what are some of the, like the time frames you're working with on potentially a performance center? Like what time of, like, in your own head, like what are we saying?
Uh, like I would like in the next couple of years to have a spot in the next couple of years because 2026, I'm thinking I want to compete in the CrossFit Games, so I'm gonna have to focus on myself a little bit
Yeah.
then. So
Got to be selfish. Got to be selfish for half a year.
yeah, man. Well, do you know what it is? I've decided I'm just gonna start putting stuff out there, like saying shit, because if I don't do it now, look, no one will give a bollocks. But I've said it
Yeah.
now, so fuck it, I've got to do it, don't I?
Yeah, that's what I've kind of learned doing this a little bit. Maybe it's not saying it online, but even with the team, like myself, Mikey or Rain, like we need to do a live stream by the 25th.
Yeah,
I don't know how we're gonna do it. I don't even know how to set up a live stream,
yeah,
but it didn't end up being the 25th because a few wires and stuff like that. But we still ended up doing it by
yeah, yeah,
3rd of October, 4th of October, and we're here. Like, we're doing it. Still
yeah,
a few little kinks. Still a few
yeah,
little
bro.
kinks. Hold
You're
up with the boy, but we're
you're speaking
coming.
you're speaking it into existence, bro.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah, we're coming.
that's one of the reasons I love talking to you. Like people like
Yeah,
you, I want around me. This is what I'm saying. Like when everything's up and running, I want you to run our media stuff, bro. I want us to be talking constant line of communication. Everyone in Luton who is winning, I want them people. I want them to be my squad. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Luton could be fucking so good because we've
yeah.
got so many talented people here. We just need to fucking bring them all together.
What
Everyone's bare segregated. Fuck that. Bring everyone together. We'll all win.
do you almost think with Luton it's quite like a lot of people, like, it's weird, yeah, because when Frankie and Ticey fight, you almost see like they do have massive turnouts,
Mm.
and people will say like, yeah, Luton always get behind Luton, but I kind of see it differently. I feel like a lot of Luton kind of drags Luton down, man.
Bro, I think I see both sides of it. It's like it's a weird one. I try not to pay attention to the people who are trying to bring you down. The only people I'm focusing on are the ones that are trying to lift you up, man. There's always going to be people that bring you down, and when you come from somewhere like we come from, not that Luton's like any fucking Luton gets a bad rap, but I've lived a good life here. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You've
we're
lived a
not
good life here.
we're not in fucking Philadelphia.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But but I don't know. It's like I think maybe small town mentality
Mm.
when it's like when you see someone doing good or like when you see someone doing good, you're thinking, oh, I wish I had a bit of that. I don't think that way. I think fair play, man. Let me like what are you doing to get that? I want to know what I can do to get that. Like as long as you're not thinking I wish I had that. As long as you're thinking fucking hell, if they can do it, I can do it too. Then everyone's moving in the right direction. as soon as you have this scarcity mindset, like you can't do something, then you won't do it. You
Like
will
there's
not.
like there's not enough out there for us all.
Mate, this world is full of everything.
Yeah.
Anything you can think of, you can get it. You just need to put the work in, and you need to put a plan in place, and then you need to be consistent.
I think
Like with
I
anything.
see Dana White say it. He was talking on like a pod or something, and he turned around and he goes, he's teaching his kid to be savages because if he said if you're even a tiny bit of a savage in today's snowflake generation, you will fucking kill it. You will kill it.
100%.
And people that are watching at home, we're talking to one of the biggest savages in Luton right now, especially in the S&C game and with working with all the athletes. So it's a pleasure to have you on. It's a pleasure as always. Like I said, I love coming down and doing the filming with you.
Good man. Always a pleasure to have you.
We're always here if you need us. If you we got loads of more stuff coming up, like live streams, like watching fights
Yeah.
live and all these sorts of things. So I'm sure you'll be with us even more
100%,
stuff
bro.
like
I'm
that.
there. You let me know I'm there.
But yeah, go on.
All I was gonna say is, look, I haven't proven nothing in this game I'm in yet. Like I'm talking like I've done it all. Obviously, I haven't proven nothing yet, but I will. Simple as that. Like, and I've never believed anything more in my life. I believe in my team is amazing. The guys I work with are amazing. The guys the guys I'm surrounded by, my sister, Scotty, Hallie, my team at CrossFit. Like, I'm surrounded by all the right people. Like, it will come. Just got to put the work in, and I will put the work in, and you'll see big things happen, man. Simple as that.
I will touch on that point quickly. Like, like when we talk about Luton, like I just touched on when I said I think half are and half ain't. Do you
Mm.
think it's almost a case of half of them are not surrounded by good people? And how important
Bro,
is your support system
oh
to
my
you?
god. Bro, it's the people you spend the most time with have the biggest impact on your life. So if you're surrounded by negative people, your life will be negative. If you're surrounded by positive people, like, that's one of the reasons I love just hanging around my boys. Like, I just feel like my boys are winning constantly. Like, there's always some good news to tell, or there's always, like, we're always having a laugh. We're My boys are like got running businesses, or they're making money. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm surrounded by people who are winning, and I'm there thinking, fucking hell. Even when I was thinking I'm not winning, I'm thinking, well, if they can win, I can win too. Do you know what I mean? It's just they're obviously, if the people you're surrounded by are doing shit that you're not doing and they're winning, you just need to fucking take a leaf out of their book.
Yeah.
That's it, man. Surround yourself with the people that you want to be like. That's what you got to do.
But have you almost had to like push? I'm not saying you have to name names. You don't even have to answer the question. But have you almost had to like push people away that you never thought you would, sort of thing?
Weirdly, I don't feel like I've ever been in that position where I've had to. It's like I say, my boys have been my boys since I'm a little kid. Like, they've always been there, and like they all like when I the only reason I started thinking about all this stuff was when I come back from a trip from Bali with the boys, and like I hadn't seen them for like 6 months because like we'd been like every weekend I'd been with been with my fighters because there was shit on, and every weekend the boys were meeting up and like having a few drinks or whatever. I just couldn't make it because I was with my fighters, and then I went to Bali with the boys, and I was a bit like, oh, I don't know what I want to do. Like, I hadn't long done that podcast with you. You asked me that question, what do I want to be remembered for? I gave a shit answer, and I was fuming. Then I went away with, bro, I was fuming. Then I went away with the boys, and I was just like, just catching up with everyone. And everyone's just telling me how their lives are going, like how things are going at work, how things are going in the rest of their lives, like people getting married and all this. It's like everyone's just seemed like they were winning. And I chat to my mate Nick, who owns an estate agent, Nova. So if you need your house sold, lads, get yourself down to Nova.
Big shouts to Nova.
Yeah. So I was chatting to him, and he was just telling me about his business. Like, he worked at an estate agent called Penrose, and then he left there and started up his own thing. And I was like, fucking hell, like, he's just like that. Like, he's started up his own business, got something of his own to build for himself. Like, working for yourself, there's nothing better than it because you set the terms. Like, I'm someone who hates being told what to do. I want to do what I want to do. And like, he got himself to a position where he could start up his own estate agent, have a business running for himself, working for himself. He sets all the terms. I'm like, fucking hell, I want that. Do you know what I mean? And like, that just motivated me to fucking go and put my plans in place. Like, I've like written a vision board with my sister. I've started writing everything down that I want to achieve. Like, I'm just like putting pen to paper and actually holding myself accountable for stuff. Like, and it's the first time in my life I've ever done that, and like my life has never been better since I've started doing them little things. It's like I've got fucking a million miles to go, but it's like now I feel like I have some sort of direction. Do you know what I mean? And that's
Nah,
exciting, man.
yeah, that's wicked. Listen, this has been a brilliant chat. It's a brilliant chat as always with you. You're a man with a lot of knowledge. You surround yourself with the good people, and I think people would have got a lot of good nuggets out of that. So if there is any aspiring fighters out there who want to be great, make sure you hit up Reece Cooper.
I'm the guy,
Reece,
you know it, man.
it's been brilliant catching up with you and having you on. We appreciate your time as always, and thank you.
Much love, brother. Appreciate it, and I'll speak to you soon. Let me know when we're meeting up next. Yeah.
Peace.
Top man, top man.
That's infectious. Come on, if you're not yoked up right now and you're just holding a semi there, I don't know what's going on. What's going on? I can see Mikey semi bulging the desk over. That is infectious. Like you get a guy like Sam King on, and then you get his strength and conditioning coach Reece Cooper. You got Frankie Story, Tycee Gallagher, Jordan Reynolds, Linus Udofia, and you just think these are all people doing great things. Like go and support these people. Look out for these people. Like Darren Jones tells us about Junior Spesh from Luton. I didn't even know he's from Luton. It shouldn't even matter that he is from Luton. You should just be supporting everyone doing good things. So shout out to that. But that's why we love having the boy Reece Cooper on, because he's an infectious guy to be around.